Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Simon. I hope you're ready for a math lesson. Today, we're going to talk about ordering sets. We're going to talk about taking 3 sets and ordering them, putting them in order from the least, that means the smallest, to the greatest, the biggest. Or the opposite of that, we can start and put the biggest one first, go from the greatest to the least. So we're going to practice some of those today. Are you ready? Let's get started. Let's look right here. You see I have some playing cards. On the first one, I have the number 5. You see it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it. This one says 10, and this one says what? 4. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if I wanted to order these, that means put them in order from the one that is the least. That's this word right here, least. That means the smallest, the tiniest, to the greatest, the biggest. That means the largest number. How would I do that? Look at these 3 cards. Which one shows the smallest number, the least? Tell me. Someone from Miss Whalen's class, tell me. Yes, 4 would be the least. That would be the smallest number. So we're going to put that one first. Now, what is the next number? That is the smallest. It's bigger than 4, but not as big as the third number. Next would be 5. Yes, very good, boys and girls. And then 10. Now, do you see we have ordered them from the least, the smallest, to the biggest? 4, 5, and then look at 10. Look how many hearts are on 10. That's the largest number. From the least to the greatest. Let's try another one. Let's see if someone from Miss Jackson's class or Miss Ayler's class can help me. Now, this time we have, what's the number? Yes, 7. What's this number? 9 and an A. If you ever played with cards, instead of putting a 1 on a card, they use the ace. So that A stands for ace, but you'll see it has 1 heart. So this means 1. So again, if we're ordering these from the least, the smallest, to the greatest, which number is the least, the smallest? Which number? Someone from Miss Hamill's class can tell me? Yes, 1. Was that Gabriel? 1 would be the smallest. 1. And then what would be next? 7 or 9. What's the next number if you're going in order? This was the smallest. The next would be what? Was that someone from my class, Miss Simon's class? Yes, 7. And the greatest, the biggest number would be what? 9. Yes, that has 1. This has 7, and that has 9. We put them in order from the smallest, the least, to the biggest, and the word is what? The greatest. Excellent. Anybody from Miss Evans' class here today? Hey, who plays Uno? See these Uno cards? All right, can we do the same thing? Can we put them in order? From the least, which means what? The smallest, to the greatest. So the smallest would be the one starting on a number line like at 1 and going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As the numbers get bigger, that means they're the greatest number. So which number we go first? The least. Yes, 1 would be first. And then what would be next? Good job. 2. And last would be what? 3. Excellent. That's the smallest to the biggest, the least to the greatest. Excellent. Now, one more. We have what? 4. What else? 8 and a what? 0. So which one of these numbers is the smallest, the least? Yes, 0. And then what? Which is bigger, 4 or 8? 8 is bigger, so we don't want that one next, do we? We want this one. We're saving the largest, the greatest for the end. 0, 4, 8. Beautiful. All right. One more. What's this number? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you see the 6. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 3, and 9. And boys and girls and parents, if you're listening, you can do this at home. Take a deck of cards. Take the queens and the jacks out and the kings. But take a deck of cards, flip over 3 cards, and put them in order. Get 3 more, put them in order. Maybe you can do it with your another sibling, or as a parent, you could do 3 and they could do 3. You know, flip 3 over for you and 3 over for them and make it a game. Learning should be fun. Okay, which one of these is the smallest? Yes, 3. Then what? 6 or 9? What'd you say? Yes, 6. And last is 9. Was that someone from Miss Whalen's class or Miss Frank's class? All right. Uh-oh, we're changing it up a little bit. This time, we're going to do it opposite. We're going to go from the biggest, which is greatest, to the least, smallest. So, we have Uno cards again. We have what number? 0. What number? 2 and 1. So, which one of these numbers is the greatest? Yes, 2. And then what would be next? 0? And then 1? Is that right? No. Next would be 1. And the smallest is 0 because that's nothing, none. We put them in order from the biggest to the smallest, from the greatest to the least. Greatest to the least. So you can do it either way because you need to be able to do it both ways. Let's try one more. Do you remember what this is? 1. What's this number? 10 and 9. So which number is the largest? Which is the greatest? Yes, 10. And then 1? Oh, 9 and then 1. Beautiful. From the greatest to the least. You want to try one more? Uno cards again. If you have some Uno cards, you could use those too. That'd be great to do that. Get 3 cards and then put them in order. Which is the biggest, the greatest? We're going from the greatest to the least. Which one of these numbers is the biggest? Yes, you'd rather have 8 pieces of bubble gum than 4, right? Or $8, because that would be more money than $4. And what's next? Yes, 6. And then 4. We have put them in order from the greatest to the least. 8, 6, 4. Now let's try something a little different. This time, if you look at my screen, I have 10 frames. So we're going to put these 10 frames in order from the least to the greatest, the smallest one to the biggest one. So which one of these shows the least amount? Let's count and see what they are. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many's on this one? 2. And how many's on this one? Can you do it without even counting? 9. So which is the least? Touch the one that's the least. Show me with your finger where it would go. Yes, the least would be 2. And next would be what? 7. And the greatest is 9. Got that right. Let's do another one. I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to look at them and you decide the order. Which one is the least? Which one would go in the middle? And which one would be the greatest? I'll give you a second to do it. This one has 1. That's the smallest, right? Which is next? 4 or 5, 6, 7? Yes, 4 and then 7. Beautiful. We put them in order from the least to the greatest. Let's try one more. You do this one. Go. Which one goes here for least? Which one's the greatest? How many's on this 10 frame? Nothing. 0. So 0's definitely the smallest number, right? Oh, 0 didn't want to stay there, did it? 0. Then what's next? 2 or 5? Yes, 2. And the greatest number is 5. Look how you have arranged them in order from the least to the greatest. Good job, boys and girls. All right. So, hope you enjoyed that lesson today. Now, this is an easy one to practice at home, parents, with any kind of activities, any kind of manipulatives that you would like to use. Cards are great. Give them 3 cards and let them put the 3 cards in order. Also, you could get 3 paper plates or just 3 little pieces of paper and put like 4 Legos on one, 5 on the other, and 8 on the other, and have them arrange the 3 cards or plates in order. You can put any item on it. So take items, put them on 3 plates, and let them put them in order. Practice going from the smallest, the least, to the greatest first. And then turn it around and practice the other way, because they need to be able to do it from the greatest to the least. Have a great day. Hey, you know we miss you guys. I hope you're obeying your parents. Thank you, parents. You're awesome. I know you're working hard. You got a lot on your plates, and you're doing it.